Good morning. My name is Sam, and I'm undergoing an audit by the IRS. And I have a small business that I've been working at for many years, more than 10 years. I figured I might as well just make a video and post some of the process I go through. I don't suspect that my business will survive the audit. My own fault, perhaps, but either way, I'll make documentation and share it with other people who might encounter going through an audit. The flag of the audit was due to cryptocurrency trading. I was heavily trading in 2018, 19, not so much in 2020, I believe, but then heavily again in 2021. I'm starting my day. This is after finishing yesterday at 2:30 a.m. and currently it's 6:11 a.m. So I'll start again making the linkages and putting together the files that were requested. One of the problems is with the Coinbase Pro remittance regarding my trade activities. It shows $28 million of activity in trades where I did have about 20,000 that I was trading multiple times nightly with a script so that it would try to capture small gains and of course do so many times. When I started trading, there was no fees. So when the fee structure hit at Coinbase Pro, or GDAX at the time, it became unprofitable to trade. I don't think I was even profitable because of my focus was on trading in volume, just to try to recoup small gains. And that wasn't a methodology that worked for me. Wow, my losses actually were tremendous. So I'll go ahead and start sharing the information. I can probably just post it. My hope is to connect with other people before I end up getting shut down. I don't think I'll be able to continue actually doing what I do to make a living, which becomes a bit upsetting. I've been doing this over 20 years, and maybe this is a good thing, but it's hard to read that the government's $30 trillion in debt, sending money to arm Ukraine to stop what I consider to be two brothers, Russia and Ukrainians. They're brothers. Let them fight it out. Don't get involved. At least don't send billions of dollars and then come after me for the little bit I have. Anyway, I don't want to get political. So I'm starting the day. I make my calendar events and post it to Google Calendar. And it's a very step-by-step process where I'm able to show what I do so that other people that were working with me, I had about 8 people working with me online from all different places, including the Philippines, Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, a guy from Russia. Actually, it was pretty neat, a lot of different countries. And that's partly how I started with the Bitcoin after experiencing an embezzlement by a bookkeeper that left me out of business. The fellow from Siberia actually recommended I use Bitcoin to pay the people. It'll be also an accounting system, and it would allow me to not allow people to come into the system to help me do the work by piecing it out. Okay, so for instance, I've never recorded a video of the screen and tried to put it out there, but the first thing we do is we log into the calendar, and we have a precondition that expects there to be a schedule for the week. I'm on schedule. I work 12 hours a day generally, but you'll see many days exceed those bounds. Very upsetting. One of my technicians actually received funds exceeding $100,000 to set up his business and run off with most of my customers, not most, but a good chunk of my customers, about 25%. It's very disconcerting. I feel like the government picks the winners in a market where it should be based on merit, not based on who you know and things like that. But anyway, what I do is I make these events to follow a set of steps where I notify the group that I work with I'm present. I make another event to issue a link that establishes the connection to the Google document where we collaborate. And then I issue an event for each of the efforts that I make in respect to the work that we do. And I'll post all this and share it. One interesting thing is this whole system is very similar to establishing a blockchain where each node or each point of contact becomes a chain of events that are linked by virtue of the efforts you take. And if it's done properly, which is a little pedantic, going step by step, but it allows you to trace or vouch at any point in the system. So you can audit going backwards or forwards. It links and relates the information that we use to establish schedules, do compliance work, troubleshooting. We also do projects, estimates, field work. I'll share that as well. We keep a document database that we use in order to make forms, reports, or manage forms in order to report to DEP, Department of Agriculture Weights and Measures, and insurance companies for the testing work that we perform. Let me see how this looks. I didn't want to make any video over a few minutes, but I'm going to stop this now.